Good morning, everyone. I hope you're feeling better, and I'm hoping and praying that you have started to study. Did you start studying? Good morning, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Did you start studying? Yes, good. Who's done? Who's finished with all the quiz materials? From chapter 6 to chapter 7 to chapter 14. Almost done. Good, Rawan. Excellent, Ahmed. For the rest, don't give up. Still there's time, okay? I just sent you an email. Did you check your emails? Muhammad waiting for me? Okay, I will start shortly. Did you get my email? Okay, this email is about the final, or the final is a substitute, which is the take-home exam. Let's talk about this Wasim later. What I was saying? Yes, I sent you an email about the take-home exam. There are some good news. Remember at the beginning when I was told to tell you that the take-home exam will include all chapters? Alhamdulillah, they decided to reduce the amount that is requested to be included in the take-home exam, and it will only include the materials of the MTA from chapter 1 to chapter 6. Okay, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. I couldn't wait till I'm done with the class today, then I'll send you an email. I just wanted to share with you these good news. So the final will be in chapter 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, and it will be the take-home exam. It will consist of 4 essay questions. In these essay questions, you have to rely on what is on these 5 chapters. And the quiz, as we agreed before, it will be MCQ questions, and it will be in chapters 7, 9, 10, 11, and 14. Yes, a big relief, ya Muhammad. The email about the quiz, or Mayada Habibi, what did I say? I said take-home exam, and the take-home exam is for what, my dear? It's for the final. The quiz, I will say quiz clearly. Right, honey? I said as for the take-home exam, please read. If you couldn't read my emails, how would you be able to answer the quiz or the take-home exam? Right? You need to learn to read. Okay, طيب. لا تنصدمي. It's good news, good صدمة. Right? Alhamdulillah, there are some good stuff here. Or all the stuff, alhamdulillah, is turning out to be good. Alhamdulillah. Repeat, please, the good news. My network disconnected. Okay, ya Muhammad. The take-home exam will not be in all chapters, as we said before. It will be only, as I sent you in the email shortly this morning, it will be only in chapter 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, the materials of the midterm. Okay, these are the good news. It's not in all chapters like we were instructed before. Alhamdulillah. You're welcome. So everything is clear now? Anyone is still confused? Alhamdulillah. I'm not sure. I asked the GCC yesterday and I'm still waiting for him. But at least I want you to reach up to that page that has all the backdated quizzes. If you reach there, you will be able, inshallah, to solve the quiz. Some students couldn't even reach that, page. So those, I urge you all to go ahead and try harder to open the LCLMS and access the macro health quiz page for Bus110. Ahlam, what am I saying? Ya Lulu, ya Habibati. I said read my emails carefully. I said it will be 4 essay question in the take-home exam, and the quiz will be MCQs. Come on, read. خلاص احنا آخر السمستر. Ahmed, your question is unclear. Muhammad, if he can establish it. I asked him. Trust me, I did ask him, ya Muhammad. Sultan, and they were very good practice. Excellent. Good, ya Sultan. Alhamdulillah. كويزات. I didn't get your point يا أحمد. What do you mean كويزات الجزئية اللي حنختبر فيها؟ They used to be, but I'm not sure if the GCC just removed them. Let me try at the end of this class. We will try together and we will see what's still up. Okay? You're welcome, Muhammad. ما في شالة هيصير. But I'm sure he will post new ones. Inshallah, hopefully. I will. Don't say للأسف. Don't be negative. Inshallah, everything will turn out to be okay. لا تتشائموا, please. Everything is gonna be fine. And everything is being solved. As you just saw, this morning I woke up on good news. So inshallah, everything will be better and better. And as I promised you, it will be the best semester for all of you. Inshallah. So if you don't have further questions, if you don't have further questions, shall we start with the revision of chapter 11? To be honest, I'm feeling lost. Don't Wasim, don't Wasim. Inshallah, it's gonna be fine. I'm here for you. If you have any question, just ask me. And tomorrow I have online office hours. Unfortunately, no one shows up, and you hit me with the emails, yet you don't show on the online office hours. It's easier and clearer for you to come and ask me during the online office hours, instead of just reading and unreading my emails. Please learn how to read. You need to read word for word to understand what is in the email or what's posted on the LMS. مو بسرعة كده أقرأ وأقول خلاص أنا فهمت. No. The same link, but it will be from 12 to 2, yeah, Muhammad. The same link that you asked. This link is assigned to me. All my classes, all my office hours are assigned to this link. Okay? As my presentation was pending, can I go and deliver to Miss Haifa? Yes, of course. Hassan, I think Miss Haifa is having her presentations now. You may leave and go and have the presentation with her now. I'm not sure, Mahmoud. Don't believe anyone. Those are the negative people. Don't just listen to them. Don't open your communication with them. Okay? Just study, do your best. ما حيكون concepts من برا الأشياء اللي احنا أخذناها. ممكن يجي من الكتاب من الجزئية اللي احنا أخذناها. الكتاب فيه جزئيات أخذناها وفي جزئيات we didn't cover. بس من الجزئية اللي احنا أخذناها حتى لو جاء من الكتاب. Okay? So just study and try to understand everything. Zahra, as I told you, for the quiz, yes, it's enough to study from the slides. But for the final exam or the take-home exam, I'm sure you need to read the book. The parts that we studied in the book. Because it will be essay questions, and here we don't have essay writing. We are just less than sentences, not even complete sentences. Khairiya, now don't worry about درجة presentation. You need to worry about who access the quiz. There are higher priorities now, honey. Okay? لا تشتتوا نفسكم أرجوكم. طيب, my students, can we start? If you don't have further questions. الquiz, yes. الquiz حيكون في جزئية عكس الناس. الكويز حيكون في جزئية الفاينل. الفاينل or a take home exam حيكون في جزئية الميد تيرم. كده clear? Okay, let's start. طيب, thank you. Let me grab a pen here. So chapter 11 is about the second business functions that, hold on please. No, I thought this is the reply from the GCC. So I'm sorry, let's get back. Chapter 11 is about the second function of the business functions that we talked about in the first chapter. If you remember the first chapter, we said we have 3 main business functions. Who can remind me with them, please? Remember the circle of the business word? Yes, excellent, Muhammad. Management, marketing, excellent. And the third one? Finance, excellent, brilliant. Today we will focus on the second one, which is marketing. Excellent, Yarana and Bisan. What do we mean by marketing? Marketing, what do marketers do? The marketer will be doing some activities or some marketing functions that we will learn today, inshallah. That these marketing activities are designed to accelerate, to make it easier for the business to do the exchange between the business and the customers in terms of exchanging the products that they're selling with the money or what the customers is going to pay to buy that product. That's what we call the transactions or the exchange relationship. So the point for the marketing or the marketers' activities that they do is to expedite or to accelerate the transactions that will be held between the customer and the business. What kind of activities that the marketers will do? They will be developing the product, they will be distributing the product, pricing or setting a price for the product, and doing some promotions for the product, communicating the benefits of the products and the services to the customers. And the goal of the marketing is to create value to the customer. How do I create value to the customer? It means that I need to make the customer value that product. He cannot live without product because that product became a part of their life. Okay, allowing the individuals and organization to obtain what they need and want. And if you remember, when we talked about the business functions, we said that there should be some coordination between all business functions, especially between marketing and the other business functions. Why? Because as we said before, if I want to produce a new product, if I made some marketing research and I learned that the customers want this product, for example, a robotic, what kind of product do you want to produce today? A robotic pen, for example, that will write on its own. Okay, if I sense that from the marketing research that the customer wants that product, I need to coordinate before I start initiating the production of that product. I need to make sure to, by the coordination with the operations function or the operations department, that I can produce that product, that the business is able to produce that product because they have the right facilities, they have the right machines, the expertise in the operations and so on. And they have to coordinate with the finance department to make sure that they have enough fund to buy the raw material to produce that product, to distribute that product and so on. And they have to make sure that they have coordinated with the HR, for example, because they have enough human resource expertise that can produce that product and so on. So that's what is meant here, that other functional areas of the business must be coordinated with the marketing decision. And the marketing is not just fooling the consumers or manipulating the consumers. What happened? Okay, manipulating the consumers just to buy the products, and that the marketing is not just about selling or just about the advertising or just about the sales of the products and the promotions of the products. As we said, it includes many activities like the creation, the distribution, and the pricing and promotion of the product. And it will include 8 marketing functions that we will cover in a minute now. Marketing can ask for extra employees for operation. Yes, of course, they can tell them what the market needs, what are the requested by the customers according to the results of the marketing research, Ya Muhammad. Excellent. And as we said, there should be some exchange relationship, as I told you. So the exchange relationship, it's clear here. It's the act of giving up of something of value. The buyer will give up their time, their effort, their money to purchase the product which is sold by the business or the marketer. So here the exchange relationship is the act of giving up one thing or something of value in return for something else, which is the goods and services produced or provided by the business. The tangible product itself, like the cars, the pens, the smartphones, may not be as important as the image or the benefits associated with the product. What do we mean here? Sometimes, and don't you agree, sometimes you buy a product not because you really need it, it's because how it will make you feel, how it will give you the image that is evoked by it, or maybe you've been looking for acquiring such a brand, right? So this is what we're saying here. The tangible product itself may not be as important to the customer as the image or the benefits that are associated with the product, like the capability gained from using a product, the image evoked by it, and acquiring such a brand name. And this is the exchange process, as we just explained. And here are the marketing functions, and they are important. They could come in the quiz. So please, the definition could come, and they will mix the right name of the function of this marketing function. So please focus and understand. Okay? We said that we have 8 marketing functions. We have the buying and selling, transporting and storing, grading and financing, marketing research, and risk-taking. What do I mean by buying? A marketer must understand the buyer's need. And as we said, if you remember, we said they need first to learn what the customer needs, and then they will have to produce the product that the customer needs. Then they have to set the price and to do the distribution and the promotion, if you remember in the previous revisions, right? So here, when the marketer understands what the customer needs, they will be able to buy the raw materials according to that product that will satisfy the customer needs. So this is the buying function. About the selling function, the marketers usually view selling as a persuasive activity. If they will not be able to sell the product unless they persuade, they convince the consumer about the benefits and about the features that the product will offer to them, and the value that it will add to their life. I'm sorry. Okay, and that is accomplished. How can they persuade the customers? Through the promotion, and the promotion include advertising, personal selling. What do I mean by advertising? Like الإعلانات. Personal selling, البيع الشخصي. Sales promotion, like buy one take two. Sorry, buy two take a third one. Publicity in the news and in the news and in the social media, and the packaging. They can have the promotion by making the packaging of the product more attractive to be sold and more persuasive to the customers. Okay, and we call these advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, publicity, and packaging the promotion mix, and we will explain it at the end of this chapter, inshallah. Are you with me? Okay, good. The third function of marketing, excellent. Okay, I was just making sure. Thank you. The third function of marketing, we have the transporting. What do we mean by the transporting? It's the process of moving the products from the business or from the plant or the seller to the customer, because they will not be able to sell the product right away from the plant, from where it has been produced. So it may, the business or the marketer need to make sure that they will make the products that has been produced available to the customers with the right the quantities and where the customers need them. Okay? And about the storing function, of course, after they have to transport it to the warehouses to be near to the wholesalers or the retailers, they need to make sure that those products that have been produced have been stored in the right physical condition, so it will not go ruined or go expired. Okay, and that will include some warehousing cost for those products that has been stored. Okay, so the first function is buying, They will have to make sure what kind of products the consumer needs so they can buy the raw materials according to that product. They need to sell the product through the promotion to be able to persuade the customer to buy the product. They need to move the products from the seller to the buyer, and they need to make sure that they can store the produced products in a good physical condition to be close to the retailers and the wholesalers. And the fifth one here is grading. Usually any business will not produce only one kind of product. Like for example, Al-Marai, they will not just sell only milk. They sell milk, leban, yogurt, juice, right? And that milk could be low fat, full fat, zero fat, and also for the yogurt and the leban, right? So each of these products will not just put in one shelf, right? In the supermarket, you will not find all Al-Marai's products on one shelf, right? They have to classify them. They have to divide them into subgroups that will make them cohesive groups or cohesive subgroups. That they are these on the shelf of the yogurt, you will find their products. On the shelf of the juices, you will find Al-Marai juices, and so on, right? And that will make it easier to find the products and to recognize their benefits and nature and quality. Clear? This is what do we mean by grading. It's the standardizing of the products by dividing them into subgroups and displaying them and labeling them so that the consumers will clearly understand their nature and quality. The sixth function of marketing, we have financing. It means that the marketer needs to make sure that they will facilitate or arrange some credit facilities to the customer to make it easier for them, to expedite the purchase, to make the purchase easier for the customer, especially with the expensive purchases like purchasing a car or an automobile or a house or a refrigerator. Usually you will when you go to buy a house or when you go to buy a car, they will give you some options like you can buy it cash all at once, or you can buy on installment, right? So this is what we mean here. The marketer's function here is to arrange for the credit. How will the customer will be able to buy that product offered by the business? Okay? It's not just يخلوا السعر واضح للعميل يا خيرية، إنه يسوي له تسهيلات في الشراء. ممكن يشتري كاش، وممكن يشتري على أقساط، وممكن يشتري على دفعات. Okay, this is what is meant here. This is also a part of the marketer function. Clear, Khayriya? Okay. The seventh function of marketing. Students, would you hold on, please? I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, I'm back. The seventh marketing function is the marketing research. Remember when we talked about marketing again and again, we said they have first to learn what the customer wants, what the customer needs, then they have to produce the product that will satisfy these needs, right? And how can they accomplish that? How can they learn about what the customer wants? By running some marketing research, by distributing some surveys to the customer, by asking the customer, by distributing some samples for some prototypes of the products that they are about to produce. And then they will learn whether the customer wants that product or what kind of product the customer wants. Okay? Mahmoud, what's the difference between buying and selling? Buying, the function of the marketer in buying is to learn what the customer wants, and then they will have to buy the raw materials that match that product or that are needed to produce that product the customer wants. Okay, selling, it's how they can sell the product to the customer by doing some promotional activities to persuade the customer to purchase the product. Muhammad, and for number 6, do they need help from finance department? They have to coordinate with finance department, yes, or the accounting department to let them know that we might receive some credit purchases, or some customers will buy on credit instead of buying cash. Clear? Okay. Clear, Mahmoud? Mahmoud, did I make it clearer for you? الفرق بين buying and selling. Buying يعني يعرفوا ايش الكاستمر يبغى and على حسب البرودكت اللي يبغاه الكاستمر حيشتروا الرو ماتيريال اللي تمكنهم انهم ينتجوا ده البرودكت اللي يبغاه الكاستمر. Selling يعني they have to learn يعرفوا كيف بالضبط حيروجوا للبرودكت ويقنعوا الكاستمر انه يشتري ده البرودكت. كده واضح؟ العربي معلش كلجة كمان. Clear يا محمود؟ It's not the same. They are totally different. Okay, great. We explained number 7. Number 8 is about the risk taking. Okay, Mimi, thank you. The risk taking here, of course, when the business try to learn what the customer want and they decide to they didn't produce before, according to the results of the marketing research, there are some risks taking here. Because they cannot be sure or 100% sure that the product that they will produce will satisfy the customers, or maybe by the time they will be able to produce the product, maybe the taste of the customer will be changed by then. So there are some risk taking here. So the risk is the chance of loss associated with some marketing decisions, whether the decision of the marketer will result in a success or failure. Clear? They're easy, not hard, right? And they are not the same. They are not يلخبطوا. Excellent. Okay, let's move forward. If you remember here, when we said, when we explained the definition of marketing, we said the goal of marketing is to create value, right? What do we mean by the value creation, or how can the marketer create value with the product to the customer? Value is a customer's subjective assessment. What do I mean by the subjective assessment? For example, the same product, for example, iPhone 11, okay? That product could appeal to some people, that could add value to some people, or the Apple gang, and some, like the people who don't like Apple, they will not feel like this iPhone or iPhone 11 added something new. ودائما تسمعوا ايش الشيء الجديد اللي اضافوه؟ بس الثلاثة العيون اللي ورا, right? But the Apple people will say no, it's the best iPhone ever. So it depends on the subjective assessment, according to how you feel about that product. The same product will not add the same value to two customers the same way. Clear? مفهوم ايش يعني the value or the customer subjective assessment? No يا محمد? يعني it depends on how you will assess that product, whether it's of high value, whether it's worth the money or not. Okay? And the same product could be valuable to other or could not be valuable to the other one. يستاهل, yes, it's worth the money or not, and مو لازم نفس البرودكت يكون valuable to everyone. The value تختلف, القيمة حقت البرودكت تختلف من customer لcustomer. Oh, I'm sorry, Raf. But maybe this is a good omen that you will receive a new one. تفائلي بنتي, تفائلي. محمد, got it? Okay, great. So value is the customer's subjective assessment of the benefits relative to the cost in determining the worth of the product. So how they can assess the value? They will deduct the cost from the benefits received from the product. What are the customer benefits? The benefits are anything a buyer receives in an exchange, whether it will add value to them, whether it will help them make their life easier, whether it's just to save time, whether it's to help them lose weight, whatsoever that product will help them do in their life. Okay, this is the benefit. إيش حيسوي لهم البرودكت. Okay, the cost is anything that the buyer will give up or will pay or will spend to purchase the product with its benefits. Like, for example, we have some monetary cost, which is the money paid to purchase the product, and some non-monetary cost اللي هي غير مالية، التكلفة الغير مالية, for example, the time, the effort, the risk that is associated with purchasing the product. And here we will further explain about the customer benefits. As we said, the customer benefits is anything a buyer receives in an exchange. Opportunity costs, it's not the same. No, it's not the same. It's not calculated actually, ya Muhammad. The opportunity cost is the cost that is forgone for not taking the right decision for buying the product by the business. But it's not the same. No, don't confuse yourself. No, it's not the same, ya Muhammad. Here, the customer cost, it's what the customer will pay to purchase the product. Non-monetary cost, it's the cost or what the customer will expend or pay that is not money, like the time they will spend to compare between different brands to search for the product, the effort that they will pay to buy the product. Clear? Okay, great. Any question before we go further? Excuse me. طيب. As we said here, the customer benefits, إيش يعني الفائدة اللي يستفيدها الcustomer is anything the buyer will receive in exchange for what they paid to buy the product. For example, here, both the hotels and the motels, the big hotels and the small motels, will provide accommodation of a room with a bathroom, right? But it will be different. The level of the services provided by the small motel will be not the same as a big hotel or a 5-star hotel. Who will decide? Who will assess or judge what kind of accommodation they want to choose according to what the customer wants, according to the benefits that the customer is ready to pay for? Okay? Clear? Yeah, it depends on what they need, and sometimes the same customer would choose to stay in a motel over the night, and in the vacation they will choose to go for the 5-star hotel. So it depends. Yeah, excellent. So what do I mean by the marketing concept? We kept saying that we need to satisfy the customer's need. We need to learn what the customer wants, and then we have to produce what the customer wants, right? Here, the marketing concept will make it more balanced between what the customer wants and between what the business would like to achieve. So the marketing concept is the idea that the organization should try to satisfy the customer's needs through some coordinated activities, those 8 activities we just explained, and also when they satisfy the customer needs, they have to make sure that they will achieve the business goals in the same time. So they should not just forget the business goals or achieving the business objectives and ranking higher profits in the pursuit of satisfying the customer needs. Okay, and as we said before, the business needs to find out what the customer desires, then to develop and to fulfill the consumer needs and wants, and then they have to get the product to the customer, decide on the distribution channel, and they have to set the price for the product, and so on. Okay, determining what the customer needs, as we said, it's not easy because no one fully understands what motivates people to buy things, and the tastes of the customer are in continuous change. You could like that product today, in a week you could change your mind and you don't like it anymore, right? So you could provide some false signals to the business when you told them that you needed that product. By the time the product is produced, you change your mind and you like another type of product. So determining exactly what the customer needs, it's difficult. Okay, so the goal here for the marketing concept is, as we said, to recognize what the customer wants and try to satisfy those needs and wants, and also to achieve the business objectives. Okay? Clear? Are you with me? Oh my God, did I get disconnected? Okay, alhamdulillah. طيب. If there is time, I will show you the video, but you can go for that video. I remember in the online class, I viewed you the video of the Build-A-Bear. Here we're referring to Build-A-Bear workshop as an example of not just selling tangible products. Sometimes the business will create an experience. They will not be just selling a product. They will sell an idea, benefits, philosophies, and most importantly, they will be selling an experience to the customer. Have you ever been to Build-A-Bear workshop before? Yes, also like IKEA. No? Okay, at the end of the class, I will play the video for you. It's really interesting. They will allow the kids from they start getting into the gates from here. This is the entrance and this is the exit. Okay, since they get here, they have to choose their unstuffed teddy bear, and they have to choose what kind of stuffing and whether it will be doing any sounds or lights. Allow them to record their own voice or their own message with their own voice, and then they will initiate a birth certificate. They will allow them to call them names, and they will allow them to choose some outfit to that bear, and then they will get it in like a semi box, like the box that they put the pets in, and they will hand it to the kid at the end. Like IKEA, the IKEA that they will not just, it's not just a showroom. It will allow you to sit on the couch. It will allow you to know how to match things together. They will have some arrangement for some space or some recommendations for how you can fit your furniture in small space, for example. The idea here is that they will not just sell a product, they are selling an experience. Also, like for example, the Japanese restaurants with the sushi bars and the teppanyakis stands, they are not just handing you the plates of the food, right? They show you how they are doing and flipping those knives and burning those fire in front of you, right? Don't you agree? Okay, so all of these were examples on how the businesses are not just selling products, yet they are selling ideas and philosophies and experiences. Okay? Okay, this is very, very important. The evolution of the marketing concept. What do we mean by the evolution of the marketing concept? It means how the marketing or the definition of marketing or the concept of marketing have changed over time. Okay? We will start with the production orientation. The production era, or when they started, it started with the production orientation. It started on the 19th century when back then the industrial revolution began. Everything had been produced by or manufactured. كان كل شيء زمان كان يتصنع يدوي، فجأة طلعت الثورة الصناعية وكل شيء صار يتصنع بالماشينز. Okay, so here the focus is on manufacturing goods with increasing efficiencies. What do I mean by producing goods efficiently? It means with the minimum resources. So they were able to produce large amounts of outputs with minimum of inputs, with the minimum of resources. And that's what is called the economies of scales. And of course that allowed them to reduce the cost. For example, if you want to, inshallah, if you, for the guys I'm talking now, if you want to sew some thobes and you want to buy the thread or a gumash to sew the thobes, okay? Will you buy only like 3 meters and then after a week you will go and buy another 3 meters and after a week or a month you would buy 3 meters? Or it's more efficient or it's better to buy like a taga احنا نسميها, or a bulk of thread that has like 8 meters or 9 meters. It would be less expensive, right? to buy it in bulk. Okay. أنا ماني عارفة بتتكلموا عن إيش but okay. Whole price. What are you talking about? The production orientation? أنا يمكن أتأخر التكست. أنا ماني عارفة أنتم متى قلتوا ده الكلام بس okay. طيب thank you. So again, the production orientation is when the business or the businesses were introduced first to the industrial revolution. Yes, of course, يا عايشة الطاقة أحسن وأرخص. So they will be able to produce more output with the less input. And that's what the industry or the industrial revolution has allowed them to do. Okay, of course. Okay. So in the production orientation in the 19th century with the revolution of the industry, or the industrial revolution with the exploration of the electricity and the production lines, they were able to produce more efficiently by using the economies of scales, manufacturing goods with increasing efficiencies with minimum resources, and customers, they were new to those manufactured goods. ما كانوا يعرفوا إيش هي المنتجات المصنعة بالكهرباء أو المنتجات المصنعة مو الأشياء المصنعة باليد. So they were high demand on those products by then. Okay? Clear? Okay. Then by time, hello? Yes, okay. By time, due to increasing manufactured goods, خلاص بما إنه الناس كانوا في الفترة الأولانية في مرحلة البرودكشن they were producing in high quantities. مع الوقت صار في عندهم فائض. الناس بدأت تتعود على هذه المنتجات المصنعة بلس صارت ما تبغى تشتري زي بنفس الطاقة الإنتاجية اللي كانوا ينتجوها أو اللي كانوا يشتروها أول. الطاقة الشرائية اللي كانوا زي ما كانوا يشتروا أول. Okay, so the customers got used to those manufactured goods. So as a result, by time, those businesses that used to produce high quantities of output end up with some excess of the produced products or surplus or fa'id. Okay, so due to increasing manufactured goods that created surplus or excess of the product. So how should the businesses react to this surplus? They decided or they realized that the only way to fulfill the selling is to convince the consumers to purchase the product, or what we call the aggressive selling. Okay, so here the focus in the sales orientation is to sell the products, to focus on the promotional activities and the sales activities. Why? Because the supply, what they got produced, exceed the demand, is more than what the customer is willing to buy. Okay, and goods had to be marketed, as we said, they have to be, so they will be sold, they have to be marketed or sold to consumer as they were abundant or surplus of options available to them. So in the production orientation, the focus was on producing in high quantities with minimum resources. The focus on the sales orientation, because we had the demand was less than the supply, or what has been produced is more than what the customer is willing to buy. So the focus here is to sell the products and persuade the customers to purchase those products. By time, on the third orientation of the marketing, we have the market orientation. The businesses began to realize that, to recognize or to realize that it's not efficient to produce with high quantities, and it's not only efficient to do extensive promotion or aggressive selling, that both of them will not guarantee the sales. So it's not enough to produce with high quantity, it's not enough to persuade the customers and do promotions for my products. It's most importantly, as we learned from the beginning, is to determine what the customer wants and then produce that product that will satisfy the customer wants and needs, rather than making the products then trying to persuade the customers that they need that product. Okay? Clear? Okay. And as we said, they need to learn what the customer wants and needs. And here is an example for Tesla. What do Tesla do? What do they produce? They sell sandwiches? What kind of cars, Nader? Nader, car is not enough. Excellent, Ya Muhammad. They are selling electric cars. And those electric cars are appealing to the customers who are more concerned about the environment. Those cars are environmentally friendly, right? So to appeal to the customers who care about the environment and not to do pollution to the environment, Tesla has produced those electric cars that are environmental friendly to appeal to those customers' needs and wants. Cars that runs without gas. Yes. Techno cars. Yes. ذاتية القيادة. Is it ذاتية القيادة? Muhammad? It's electric, but is it auto drive? Okay, this is new. ما أعرف بصراحة. Okay, good. Yes, they are. Okay, خلاص أنتوا تعرفوا أكتر. لا تحرجوني أنا أصلا ما أسوق. Okay. Yeah, it's expensive. I know. Yeah. Okay. طيب, let's move forward. طيب. Here we have even Nissan. Okay, خيرية. Thank you. Okay, let's move forward. Let's skip this, please. لسه باقينا. We have two types or two concepts for marketing. Sorry. Okay, hold on, please. Okay, let's get back. As we said, we have two concepts for marketing. We have the B2B or business to business. Yes, Abdullah, you raised your hand. Any question? Abdullah? Can you hear my voice, students? Okay, good. Abdullah, did you need anything? Type, good. Abdullah, you're not going to answer. Okay. Type, we have what we call B2B, or the other concept is B2C. What's the difference? Business to business, it means the seller is a business as usual, and the buyer will be another business. No problem, Abdullah. Don't worry. Business to business, as we said, we have the seller is a business and the buyer also is a business. So business to business marketing involves marketing products to whom? To consumers. Those customers, will use that product, which are businesses that will use the product to resell the product, and maybe they will use that product in their daily operations, and they will use that product in direct use in making other products. For example, the tire manufacturer, the businesses that produce tires, the car tires, they will sell those tires to car manufacturers, right? So they will use those tires in producing the other cars. Okay? And we have, excuse me, Sumaya? What do you mean? What slide? This one? Susu Ummi, what's the problem? لا ما مشيت عن سلايد يا ماما. You mean this one? أنا يمكن بس مرتبة سلايداتي غير السلايدات حقت الألمنتس. I will get back. I'm not done yet. Still استنوا بس خلينا نشوف إيش بها. أوكي طيب سمية. ما خلصت يا ابني، ما خلصت يا بنتي، استنى. إيش الفرق بين الكاستمر والكونسومر؟ Who can tell me in Arabic? Customer إيش يعني؟ customer زبون client okay مشتري and consumer مستهلك. Sometimes you will buy the product and you will not be using that product on yourself or by yourself or for your family, right? So the customer could be someone who will use the product or someone who will sell the product to other or someone who will consume the product. So كلمة تحتها الكونسيومر، يعني لما أقول customer ممكن يكون مستهلك برضه هو نفسه الكاستمر، لكن لما أقول consumer it's not the same as customer. المستهلك هو اللي حيستخدمها لأغراض شخصية، حيستخدمها نفسه، ما حيبيعها. اوكي؟ ما حيستخدمها وينتج شيء ثاني. يس يا محمد. clear؟ هذا الفرق. and sometimes خلوني أكمل، والله حتفهموا، خلوني أكمل لا تستعجلوا. إذا خلصت السلايد دي وفيها لسه questions I will answer you. Okay? So as we said, B2B is I have the business as the seller and also the customer is also a business. The buyer who will buy my products will be a business. Like if I am manufacturing tires, car tires, إن أنا زي ميشلان, right? اسمها ميشلان. Or whatever car tire manufacturer, they will be selling those tires to customers or to consumers, and at the same time they could sell them to the cars manufacturers. So the tire in this point will be considered as both consumer product and business product. Yes, يا تركي. Clear? That's what I want you to understand. It's according to the use of the product. نفس المنتج هو مو على نوع المنتج، على حسب أنا كيف حستخدم المنتج. How am I going to use that product? If I am going to use it for personal purposes, that will be considered as consumer product. So I will be the consumer of the product. If I will use it for business purposes, to use it to produce other product or to resell, that will be considered as business product. Okay, and also here we have business to consumer or B2C marketing is marketing. It's a marketing aimed at directly to the end user, the one who will use the consumer. شركة السوق. Yes, exactly, Yamo. Excellent. Also the water. When I sell bottled water to consumer, those are business to C, B2C. لكن لما أبيع الموية ولا الموية اللي بتجي من الواتر كمباني أو الموية اللي تجي في الجوارين الكبيرة للإنتاج، لما يجوا يصنعوا في المصنع ما حيستخدموا القوارير، right؟ حيستخدموا بالجالونز، right? Or gallons, sorry, gallons إيش؟ Gallons, right? So the same product could be used both by two types of markets. Also the cleaning supply. Dettol now, disinfectants, they are used both in companies to disinfect their offices and at homes. Clear? مو بس من الصين يا محمد. What do you mean? مو صح الجواب حقك أو حقك. When I sell the sugar company, when they sell the sugar to another company, to a bakery, that will be considered as B2B. But if they will send it to customers in the supermarkets in bags or in cubes, that will be considered as B2C. And B2C, okay. When the business sells the product directly to the consumer, okay? And the consumer will use that product for personal use or for family needs. Like for example, when I purchased the tea from the coffee shop, or when I purchased the sugar cubes from the supermarket, or when I buy directly from the online shops like Amazon's or Noon or Macy's. All of these are considered business to consumer. The seller is a business and the buyer is the direct or the end user, the consumer, who will use it for his or her own personal use or family needs. Yes يا ميادة. Yes يا أمي. Right. أحلام, is it clear? It's not hard. HDD إيش يعني؟ okay, طيب. Supplier to supermarket. Yes, exactly. Yes, supermarket. Excellent يا محمد. You got it. Okay. Yeah. طيب ممكن. Thank you for the examples. Can we move forward? It depends. Yeah, if I'm selling directly to the customer, this will be considered as B2C. اللي حيشتري انتوا طلوا في المشتري in this part. مين حيشتري? Is it end consumer, end user? So it's a B2C, whatever the business is. If the buyer is a business who will use it to resell or to use it in making other product, that will make it B2B. Clear? عشان لسه في أشياء أهم. Yes يا ميمي. Yes يا أمي. لا تبكي. طيب دحين. Okay. So we will move forward to developing the marketing strategy. And the marketing strategy is a plan of action, how they will plan, how they will be developing the product, pricing the product, distributing the product and make it available to the customer, and communicating the product's benefit through some promotional activities. And that could be done on 2 stages or 2 components. First, by selecting the target market, and then they will develop the 4 P's or the marketing mix. Let's talk first about selecting the target market. And before we explain how to select the target market and what are the bases of targeting and segmentation, let's learn about what do we mean by market and the target market. The market, I don't refer to market here as a Ritzy Mall or as a Rashid Mall or Sahara Mall. Here I refer to the market as a group of people who have a certain need and they have a purchasing power, they have the money that they can purchase my product, and they have the desire to purchase or the desire to spend that money, and they are authorized to buy the products and the goods, or whether they are goods or services or ideas. Okay, this is the definition of the market. What do I mean by the target market? Before I explain what do I mean by the target market, I have a question for you here. Can any business appeal to everyone in the market with all of their products? هل ينفع أنا أنتج منتجاتي كلها تكون يبغاها كل الناس اللي في السوق، كل الناس اللي حيقدروا يشتروها؟ Of course not. That's why, exactly, that's why they have to choose a target market. They have to choose a group, or what we call a segment of the market, or a group of the market that I will serve with my products or with my products or goods or services. Okay, so the target market is a specific group of consumers on whose needs and wants the company will focus their marketing efforts. They will produce the products to that target market. They will do the promotion to that target market. They will set the prices that appeals to those consumers in that target market, and so on. Clear? طيب, how can they know what target market, or whether on which basis they need to know whether they have to target that market or the other market segment? They have what we call the market segmentation. What do I mean by market segmentation in Arabic? تجزئة السوق أو تجزئة العملاء في السوق أو تجزئة الزبائن, whatever you want to call it. إيش يعني؟ وإحنا قلنا البزنس ما يقدر to appeal to everyone and they need to choose a segment. لازم يختار جزء أو شريحة من السوق, شريحة من العملاء, right? So to be able to divide the market into different segments, each segment will share the similar needs and wants, and they will like to buy my product because they have those shared needs and wants. Okay, for example, yes يا محمد, فئة مستهدفة. For example, if I want to sell, I am producing heating machines or heaters, الدفايات. Okay, first I have to divide the market. In the Saudi market, I will divide it according to geographical location. I have the eastern region, the western region, the northern region, the southern region, and the middle region, the middle region, right? And I will have to look at those segments, and I need to learn which one I will target, I will choose to sell my products to. Can I sell heaters in the western region? Will it be profitable? هل أحد حيشتري مني دفايات في جدة؟ Of course not. Of course not. بشويش يا رنا. طيب والله مصدقاكي، أنا مولودة بجدة أعرف. So if I want to sell the product, I need to divide first, or segment. We don't say divide. We need to segment the market into segments. Each people or each segment will have or constitute of groups of people who share similar products needs. مفهوم? And each segment or the market segment is the collection of individuals or groups of or organizations who share one or more characteristics, and thus they have relatively similar products, needs, and desires. Clear? Clear? Okay. معلش, stay with me. I don't want you to get disconnected. God forbids. طيب. Let's move forward. We have 3 targeting strategies, or we have what we call market segmentation approaches. What do I mean by segmentation approaches? It means what is the way that they will take to segment the market. Whether they will sell the same product to everyone, this is what we call the total market, or they will segment the market into different segments, and they will choose only one segment, and they will sell one product to one segment. Okay, that's what we call the concentration approach. Or they will segment the market into different segments, and they will sell more than one product to more than one segment. This is what we call multi-segment approach. So it's clear here. In the total market approach, I have the same product, single market strategy, one product sold to everyone. هنا ما قسمت أحد. Everyone in the market, total target market. Okay, we call this total market approach. And if they will sell one product or single marketing strategy, why we are saying single marketing strategy? Because they will produce, or they will prepare or develop one strategy for each product. More the same strategy will apply for all the products that they are selling. Okay? So for each product, they will develop a single marketing strategy. So here when I say one single marketing strategy means they will sell one product to one. If you see here, they chosen the blue segment, not the green, not the red. Okay, so they will sell one product to one segment. We call this concentration. They will focus all their efforts on one segment. Clear? Okay, good. And in the last one, here, how many products they are selling? Who can tell me? Marketing strategy 1, marketing strategy 2, they are selling? No, ya Muhammad. Here. Yes, ya Mimi, yes, ya Ruru, 2. Muhammad, are you convinced? Because we said لكل منتج حيكون له استراتيجية. Yes, 2 last one. Huh? 2 products, okay. Hi, Muhammad. Yes, 2 products, excellent. قلنا بدل ما نقول product, we will say marketing strategy, okay? So here we have 2 marketing strategies. It means they will sell more than one product, and they will choose a segment for each product. Yani, for example, this is product A, so they will sell here product A to the blue segment, right? And here they have product B, and they will sell product B for the red segment, and so on. Clear? Let's have a look here on more explanation and more examples. Here I gave you some examples and detailed definitions for what we've just explained. What if I have 3 sizes of one product? No, I'm not talking about the sizes or about the packaging, ya Muhammad. Here I'm talking about the product itself. This is considered as one product to one. It's not that you will look at the product and how many types or how many packagings I have for my product. No, هو نفس المنتج. صح؟ You're talking about, for example, Coca-Cola cans. Or Coca-Cola, when you have the small cans, the regular cans, and the bottles. I have 3 different sizes, but at the end of the day, you're selling the same product. It's not this way. They will consider one product, the same product, whatever sizes it is, and they will concentrate on who will buy that product, which customers want that product, whatever the size, whatever the packaging is. Clear? Okay. So for an example, for the total market approach, we have the sellers of sugar and the sellers of salt and bottled water. And the concentration approach, as we said, we have, for example, Porsche directs all of its marketing efforts towards high-income individuals. They divided the market of the car buyers, and they just chose the buyers with high income to sell them their cars. This is what we call concentration approach. Clear? مفهوم المثال الثاني حق بورشا؟ Okay. And the third example we will have here is for the multi-segment approach. Is when the business choose to sell more than one product to more than one segment. For example, Toyota, they develop Lexus as a luxury car brand, while they come up with some economic car like the Corolla to appeal to 2 levels of to the high income level and customers and the lower level income customers. What's Porsche? It's a sport car. Very expensive sport car. Porsche. بس هي تتنطق Porsche. Porsche, yes. معلش. اختلاف الثقافات يا محمد. Okay. I'm just kidding. طيب. كلير هذا يهمني تفهموا. ممكن يجي في الكويز أسئلة تلخبطكم فيها. أهم شيء تكونوا فاهمين. إذا فهمتوا دي الرسمة, you will be able to answer whatever question. Okay? تمام. طيب. We said here the second type we have the concentration approach. When they have one product like Porsche, we have one product aimed to one segment of the market. If that segment is very small, the number of customers in that segment is very small, is what we call the niche marketing. يعني لما يكون صح أنا أستهدف شريحة واحدة بالمنتج حقي, هذا اسمه concentration approach. لكن لما يكون حجم الشريحة مرة صغير, لما يكون عدد الكاستمرز في دي الشريحة مرة قليل, we call it the niche marketing. مفهوم إيش الفرق؟ يعني هو النيتش ماركتينج يعتبر concentration approach with small segment or small segment size. Okay. So it's a narrow market segment focus when efforts are on one small, well-defined group, has a unique specific set of needs, and the niche segments are usually very small. For example, in the airlines, the first class flyers, okay, usually they comprise only 10%. الطيارة تكون مثلا فيها 700, ما في 700 seat, 70 seat, okay, or 70 row. Only the first 2 or 3 rows will be for the first class flyers, and then they will have the business. So here, for example, the first class flyer is considered as a niche marketing, and they will offer them some elite services like special meals, and in the international flights, Allah يذكرها بالخير إن شاء الله ترجع أيامها, they will offer them with some special cabin, shower cabins, and assigned sleeping areas, and some drinking bars or light snacks bars, and so on. So this is what we call the niche marketing. الخدمة محددة لناس معينة. It's not just that يا أسامة. الناس المعينة دول عددهم لازم يكون مرة قليل بالنسبة لعدد الناس في كل الشرائح الثانية. زي ما قلنا الناس، خذوا المثال حق الايرلاينز. الكمباني of the airline company, they are selling tickets, or they are offering the airline service to everyone on the plane. Yet they chosen to provide some elite or some special or high quality services to those very limited number of customers or flyers. Those are the first 3 lines of the flyers. Royal suits, yes, excellent ya Muhammad. Like the VIP, yes. Also, the niche marketing applies also for وش اسمها؟ الساعات الغالية هذيك نسيت اسمها يا ربي. في ساعات غالية. Who can tell me? Rolex. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. Thank you. اسمها فجأة تمسح كأنها مرة صعبة. Okay, sorry. Rolex also is considered as a niche marketing. Not everyone will be able to buy like 2 or 3 Rolex watches and give them like Eid gifts. Of course not, right? Philips. No, Philips is not. It's not a niche marketing. Anyone can buy, or most of people can buy Philips. I'm not talking about which one. Philips. أنت لما قلت Philips يعني ساعة Philips. Or what do you mean by Philips, Muhammad? Quickly ما خلصنا. Richard, the most expensive. No, it's so expensive. طيب أوكي أنا آسف ما أعرف. أنت قلت بس فيليبس، يمكن في ساعات معينة. خلاص مثال. طيب خلاص أوكي خلاص محمد قال أسكتوا. طيب ساعات ما أعرف والله. Thank you for letting me know. I need to read about it. Okay, I need to read about it. Okay, thank you for sharing this. It's interesting to share information. Now, so Philips, if it's really with millions as you're saying, so it's more than what's worth for the Rolex, so it's also niche marketing. Okay? لا حبوا ما حد يقول كده يا ميادة. حبوا يا بنتي. This is a class. Anyone is allowed to talk whatever they want. Okay? يلا حبي. طيب, here are some successful approach to market segmentation. To be able to do the segmentation, there should be a difference between the needs of the consumers in different segments, and the segments should be able to be identified and measured, and the segments should be able to be divided. And طيب يا ميمي, okay. And the total market must be divided in a way that should be profitable. So if you remember the marketing concept, they should appeal to both what the customer wants and satisfying the customer wants and needs, and at the same time they should be able to achieve the business goals, and the bigger business goal is to be profitable. So the total market should be divided in a way that should offer profit to the business, and at least if they chosen to serve more than one segment, at least one of them should be profitable, and to substitute for the loss that could be potentially or expected in other segments. And the firm must be able to reach the chosen market with their marketing research strategies, and they should be able to reach those customers. That's why when you go for online shopping, they will tell you that if you subscribe for our newsletter, give you like 5% on your first purchase. Why they are doing that? They want to collect as much information about their customers, so they will be able to apply the marketing research on them. Okay? Philippe, okay, thank you, Muhammad. Yes, Philippe, yes. Okay, now I'm clicking. لكن فيليبس أول مرة أسمع، عشان كده ما حتفلحن وأقول أعرفها. So yes, I know this, Philippe. Yeah. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, my dear. Clear about the successful approach for marketing segmentation? Okay. Now, we said they have to segment the market. They have to divide the market into different segments. Each segment will share similar needs and similar wants from the customers. On which basis, على أي أساس they have to do this segmentation? Either on the demographical variables or geographical variables, or psychographical variables or behavioristic variables. إيش يعني؟ The demographical variables, it means that they will be dividing the total market by the age groups, by the gender, the race, the income level, the educational level, the occupation, and so on. For example, like when they, excuse me, give me a second, please. Okay, excuse me, oh my God. Thank you, على قلبكم. Now, when they sell perfumes, do they sell the same perfume for men and male and female? Of course not. So the perfumes are considered as demographical segmentation. Example, they will have male perfumes and female perfumes. Also, the deodorants. They have some deodorants for male and some deodorants for female, and so on. Clear? Clear? Okay. Let's move forward to the other segmentation variable, which is, or basis, which is the geographical variable. As you remember, when I told you about selling the heater, when I want to sell the heater, I have to divide the market according to the geographical areas, and I will choose the one that will need my product. So I will be selling the heaters to the eastern region or the southern region or the northern region, and the middle region not to the western region, for example. Also, the clothings will be divided according to the geographical or the climate or the natural resources available or the geographical location. Okay. Also, the automobiles, the cars, depends on or could be sold according to the geographical location. If I have like desert cars, this big desert area or sandy areas, I need some cars that are equipped to move in those areas, unlike the regular cars that are moving on regular roads, for example. Right? I think they are called دفع رباعي or four wheels or whatever. Don't ask me about cars. I'm embarrassed about it. Okay, so the third segmentation basis, we have the psychographic, and in the psychographic, it's based on the personality characteristics, on the lifestyle. For example, when they produce makeup, they will produce the makeup according to the personalities of ladies. So they will have bold colors to the bold ladies, and we have the nude colors to the shy ones, or maybe for the morning and for the evening. These are all considered as psychographic examples. Also, the soft drinks. For example, Coca-Cola, they will divide the packaging according to the lifestyle of people, whether they will take it on the go, they will just grab a can, or they would love to pour it in a glass of ice and drink it with ice, for example. So these are all considered as example of the psychographic segmentation, according to the personality traits, motives of the purchasing the product, and the lifestyle. Okay, and the last one is the behavioristic. In the behavioristic basis of segmentation, they will be focusing on the consumer behavior toward the product. Why do they use that product for? For example, the hair shampoos. You will find, do we all find the same hair shampoo type that fits all hair types? Of course not. You will find the hair shampoo for oily scalps, and some for split ends, some for dandruff, some for dry hair, and so on. Also for the toothpaste, you will find some whitening toothpaste, some sensitive teeth toothpaste, and so on. Clear? Clear? Oh my God, am I disconnected? Are you with me? Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. So let's move forward. If you remember, when they have to develop the marketing strategy, they have to go through the marketing, they select the target market, and we explain what do we mean by target market and the market segmentation and the segmentation basis. And the second phase is to develop the marketing mix and what we call the 4 P's. And in the marketing mix, why do we call it the 4 P's? I'm going to tell you now. The marketing mix is considered or related to the marketing activities, which are the product or producing the product or device customer wants and needs, setting the price for that product, communicating the benefits of that product through the promotional activities, and making the product available to the customers through the distributional channel. We call this the marketing mix. So when I say what are the marketing mix, the marketing mix will include the product, the price, the promotion, and the distribution. If instead of saying distribution in other books, you will find instead of distribution, it's called place. It's the same as distribution. That's what makes it called the 4 P's. Okay? مفهوم من فين جات ال 4 P's? It's the same as the marketing mix, بس بدل ما يقولوا some books يقولوا distribution, يقولوا the place. Okay? تمام. So this is the marketing mix, which is including the product, the price, the distribution, and the promotion. And those marketing activities are focused and central. The central focus of them is the customer and appealing to the customer wants and needs. And here is when they refer to the distribution as the place. So in the product, they have to set the features, the qualities, the branding, the services associated with the product. When they look at setting the pricing activities, they have to set the pricing levels, whether they will be discounts or the payment returns. And for the promotion, they will consider the sales promotion, the advertising, the direct marketing, the direct sales. And for the place or the distribution, they have to, where they will have to store the products, and that whether they have what kind of transportation cost that they will endure to make the product available to those customers in which location. Okay, so this is the same that we just explained. I'm going to go through it quickly. The product, as you remember in the first chapter, we said the product is the physical entity that could be touched, like the product could include the goods, service, or idea, and the good includes something that is touchable or something that could be sensed, the tangible entity of the product, like the car, the pen, the automobile, and the service is the non-tangible characteristics of the product, like for example the air travel, the dry cleaning, the e-learning. And the ideas is the professional advice given by some individuals like the lawyers and the accountants. And the price, what is the price? It's what the customer or the value placed on the object exchange between the buyer and the seller. It's what the buyer will have to pay to do the exchange, to take the product and give that price to the seller in exchange. Okay? And distribution or the place, making the product available to the customer in quantities desired, where they want, and with the quantities they require. And as we said, in some books you will find instead of the distribution, you will find the place. So the 4 P's or the marketing mix will have to refer to product, price, place, and promotion. And when I say intermediaries, and they will use the help of the intermediaries in the distribution. What do I mean by the intermediaries? They are the middlemen. Usually they are the wholesalers, بياعين الجملة, who sell in bulks or in high quantities, or the retailers, بياعين التجزئة, like the supermarkets or the showrooms. Okay, so usually they have to do some arrangement with those intermediaries, whether they will sell to the wholesalers, and the wholesalers will sell to the retailers. For example, I have an orange farm and I sell oranges. Okay, I can sell those oranges boxes to wholesalers, and those wholesalers will then sell them to supermarkets and fruit shops, or I can sell them directly to the supermarkets, so they will sell it directly to the customer. Or maybe I can sell it directly to the customer through maybe online channels, like I have a website that I sell those fruits or fruit salads to the customers online. Clear? Okay. The last thing today is the promotion, and we explained it before. We said that in promotion, the most important part of the promotion is to persuade the customer, to convince the customer by communicating the benefits of the customers to the benefits of the product, to the customer, to let the customer know what are the benefits that they will get by purchasing that product and what kind of value that will add it to their lives. Okay, and those communication or those types of communication or those promotional activities include the advertising, الإعلانات, the personal selling, the publicity, and the sales promotion, buy two get one, and so on. And most importantly, now they are focusing on the digital advertising and the social media websites because it's inexpensive and it reaches a vast amount of customers and in the same time. Okay, what is inventory control? Where is this? Inventory control means they have to watch how much products that they have in their storage rooms. To assess the store, how much stored products they have in the storage room or in the warehouses. Okay? Clear here, Anna? Stock mean مخزون. Inventory. Stocks the same meaning of the inventory. Okay, Osama? More questions. Come on, hit me. Tell me. Yes, Khairiya. Yes, Muhammad Hussein. Khalas, we're done with the chapter today. Let's move to chapter 14, the last one. I want to cover all chapters that are included in the quiz. So if you don't have a question, I'm going to move forward to chapter 14. Chapter 14 حنعدي بسرعة لو أنا شرحت لكم هو, if you remember, or for the ones who attended with me. Excuse me. Okay. خلاص, let's move forward to chapter. No, you did not. Okay, ميادة, ما حأعدي شيء أنت ما تفهميه يا بنتي. Trust me. في حاجة أنا عديتها اليوم أنت ما أنتوا فاهمينها. Did I skip something that you didn't understand? Just tell me. This is a revision. إحنا ما بنشرح بس يعني المفروض ما ناخذ ده الوقت كله في المراجعة, بس أنا بشرح شوية زيادة عشان اللي ما حضروا المحاضرات أصلاً. إنها كانت معظمها بآخر الأيام. تمام يا أحلام. Thank you حبيبي. Okay أسامة. ممتاز. الحمد لله. تمام. Let me open chapter 14 for you. Oh, thank you آلاء يا قلبي. Thank you حبيبتي. يسعدك. طيب احنا في chapter 14. Just give me a second. تك تك تك. Yes, this one. Did you all try to attend the quiz or to log into the quiz page? اللي ما حاول يدخل على الكويز please you have to. يوم الكويز ما حد حيساعدك ولا ما حد حيساعدك. إلين الصفحة اللي فيها الاختبارات القديمة انت فاين, انت ممتازة. مو لازم تلاقي الكويز, ما حتلاقوه أصلا غير يوم الكويز. لكن أوصل لديك الصفحة خلاص, this is an achievement. في students ما يقدروا يوصلوا لها for some reasons, for some technical issues. So please, عشان كده أنا أرسلت detailed guideline وأرسلت لكم how to fill the registration form لأني أول مرة يدخل على الماكرو هيلث. إيش يعني فترة الصبح حتفتح مرتين؟ هي you have two sessions, واحدة من 10 ل 12 وواحدة من 3 ل 5. أنا عشان كده ما حطيت من كم لكم, قلت لك تبدأ الساعة 10 وتبدأ الساعة 5 لأنه in last semester students يجوا على آخر شيء يشوفوا حيخلص الساعة 12 يروح الساعة 11 ونص ويقعد ربع ساعة عبال يفتح الكويز و10 دقائق ضاع الكويز وانقفل عليه. So I didn't specify that it would be for 2 hours open for the students. Yet you have only 30 minutes to solve it. Okay, so please الله يخليكم اوصلوا او خليكم online الساعة 10 وكونوا جاهزين تكونوا وقتها. If you don't have you cannot attend the quiz at 10, please go ahead and attend it at 3. لا تستنى لآخر الفترة أرجوكم. لا هو يتحمل، بس انتوا اذا if you set for the quiz more than once الثاني حيلغي درجة الأول وحيصيروا الاثنين زيرو. فاهمين؟ So please عشان كده أنا قلت لكم you have 2 sessions upon which you have to attend only one. It's clear. أنا كل شيء حطاه لكم هو clearly. لازم تحضر الكويز بس واحدة مرة. اللي يختبر الكويز مرتين حياخد زيرو. تخيلوا زيرو من 40. This is a disaster. الجامعة بتحاول تساعدكم وانتم ما بتساعدوا نفسكم. طيب؟ Please answer my question. What was your question يا أحلام؟ خليني أشوف أنا كده. أحلام, did I miss your question? Can I find recorded lecture? Yes, there are some recorded lectures on LMS. You will find it like a table. Each tutors with there are 2 sessions for each tutor so far. Tutor فيه 2 sessions. Okay? أحلام, did I answer your question? Sorry, I missed it with the other questions. بتطير الأسئلة. You're welcome, أمي. إيش في أسئلة كمان? In the email it says that the second start at 3. Okay, yes, I said it's 3 and it ends at 5. Yes. واحد يبدأ 10 واحد يبدأ الساعة 3 زي ما هو مكتوب في LMS زي ما هو مكتوب في الإيميل. يس ما هي مرتبة لأنه كل توتر كان بيعطي محاضراته على حسب جدوله هو. It's hard يا محمد. For now just try to attend all of them or what appeals to you. I'm sorry. Now it's a very critical time. Okay? What are other questions here? 10 questions for the quiz only. Usually it's this way يا سارة. ده عادة بيكون 10 أسئلة بس ما أعرف this semester كيف حيسوي الGCC. ميادة إلا موجودة. إذا تبغوا نخلص بس أوريكي هي فين. نفتح LMS سوا. ها other questions. خلاص حتضربكم ترى سمية. يلا. Okay. لا تعلق أرجوك. Can you see the slides? Okay. بس أنا ماني شايفاها. خليها تفتح لي. Just give me a second, please. Yes, okay. So, in chapter 14, we're going to cover the third business function, which is accounting. And accounting is the recording, measurement, and the interpretation of the financial information. The accountant will be responsible for writing down, recording each financial information, each transaction, each sales transactions or purchase transactions that have been conducted or done by the business, and they will be doing some interpretation. They will be preparing some financial statements according to these financial information, like what we will see today, inshallah. We have what we call the private accountants. The private accountants are individuals or employees who have been employed by the corporations and some government agencies. لحظة علق عندي دقيقة. القلم راح دقيقة معلش. Yes, the private accountants, they are individuals who are employed by the large corporations or governmental agencies. What is their role? Is to prepare and to analyze the financial statements of the business. And we will explain what do we mean by the financial statements. We have 3 types of the financial statements. Each has their own roles. We have the balance statement, the income statement, and the cash flow statement. The balance sheet or the balance statement or the financial position statement will reflect the financial position of the business. The income statement will assess whether the business is being profitable over the previous period compared to the other periods or not. The cash flow statement will indicate how the business has used their cash during a financial period. So the accountant will be responsible for the preparation of those financial statements. Okay, and we have 2 types of private accountants. We have what we call the CPAs or the certified public accountant, and what we call the certified management accountant, the CMAs. In the certified public accountants, both of them are individuals who have been certified or attested by the government to provide some accounting services to the business, as we said, to prepare the financial statements, to assess how much taxes the business have to pay or how much zakah the business have to pay, and so on. Okay, what makes the CPA become a CMA is when those CPAs, those certified public accountants, have more or extra courses or take more exams, like the SUCBA. In Saudi Arabia, we have SUCBA, the Saudi organization for certified public accountants. When they take this certificate, that makes the CPA will be the CMA. And usually the CMA is not that just that they will be providing the accounting services, they will be hired in managerial positions within the organization, like the CFO, the Chief Financial Officers. Clear? Are you with me? Okay. We have what we call accounting, and we have bookkeeping. The bookkeeping is simpler than the accounting job. The bookkeeping doesn't need or doesn't require a diploma in accounting or a 4 degree or bachelor degree of accounting. Anyone could do the bookkeeping function. Why? Because it's as simple as the routine day-to-day recording of the business transaction in the general journal of the business. يعني يكون فاتح زي الشيت ويكتب بالday according to their occurrence day to day, what did they, how much did they sell, how much raw materials did they buy, how much amount did they purchase for credit, how much debts did they pay to the creditor on that day, and so on. So it's just recording. عشان كده اسمها bookkeeping, the day-to-day routinely recording of all the business transactions. Yes, yeah, Muhammad, exactly. And the bookkeeping is much narrower, as we said, than the mechanical. Doesn't require a knowledge of the accounting like the accountants need, and there should be less training required by the bookkeepers than the accountants. And the bookkeeping, what the bookkeeping will prepare will help the accountant to build their financial statements. يعني المعلومات اللي حيستخدمها الاكاونتنت عشان يجهز الفاينانشال statements حياخدها من مين؟ حياخدها من البوككيبرز. اوكي؟ clear؟ بليز احنا تقريبا على اخر الوقت، بليز خليكم معايا. اوكي. Those accounting information could be used either internally by managers to do the planning, to monitor whether the plans have been accomplished according to what have been planned, and for external purposes to report to the investors, to report to the stockholders, to tell them how much a profit did they make, how much dividends will be distributed in a certain year, and so on. Okay, so it could be used internally for planning purposes and externally for reporting purposes to externalities for the public, for the tax collector services, to the stockholders, to the creditors, to let them know that the business that is able to pay back their debts, to the investors to let them know how it's appealing, how it's profitable for those investors to invest their money in the business, to the employees to let them know that it's good for them to work in this business because they are profitable and they will continue paying your salaries, and so on. Okay, and here are what we just said. And regarding the internal use of the accounting information by the managers, excuse me, we call it the managerial accounting. Actually, we have two types of accounting. We have managerial accounting and we have the financial accounting. The managerial accounting من اسمها مين اللي بيستخدمها؟ Internally the managers. So it's the internal use of the accounting statements by the managers, as we said, in planning and directing the organization's activities. And those managerial accountants who work in the managerial accounting, they will prepare two types of documents. They prepare the cash flows and the budgets. What do I mean by the cash flows? The cash flows, the documents or statement will just reflects the movement of the cash, the movement of the money that the business will use to operate the daily work or weekly or on a monthly or yearly basis. Okay? And the budget, what do I mean by the budget in Arabic? Excuse me. Yes, the mizaniya. So the mizaniya, it's a financial plan that is based internally. Yes, ya Muhammad Hussein, حد أعلى. يعني you have maximum this amount to use to execute this plan or to do this or to achieve this objective. Excellent. So the budgets, it's the internal financial plan that expect or forecasts how much we expect to pay as expenses and how much is expected to be received as an income or as a profit. Okay? And the budget acts as a financial map that will help the business to plan how to move from point A or where they are now to where they want to be. They could provide or they could prepare master budgets for all the business activities, or they can assign separate or smaller segmented budgets to each activity of the business. يعني يخلوا واحدة budget for the overall business شاملة الماركتينج، ال HR، the IT activities, or they can assign each budget for each business activity. يعني the marketing budget, the IT budget, the HR budget, and so on. Clear? Okay. And the external use of the accounting information is what we refer to as the financial accounting type of accounting, and it's used by the managers to report to, as we said, to the outsiders, and those statements are used for filling the income taxes and to report to the creditors and to the investors, as we said. How can they do that? The most important part here is that they will prepare the annual report. In the annual report, it's a summary of all the financial information. That annual report will include all the financial statements, the balance sheet, the income statement, the cash flow statement, in addition to some additional information about the new products that they are using or the financial information that will be reported to the outsider will be included in the annual report. Okay? Clear? And of course, all of these financial statements, all the information that are recorded in the annual report should be audited. What do I mean by audited? To be attested, to be تتراجع, to be signed off. Okay, signed off by the CPA. Remember the CPAs, the certified public accountant, to make sure or to attest or to guarantee that all the information that are placed in that annual report or the financial statements that have been prepared are accurate and they reflect the actual financial condition of the business. There are no frauds, there are no manipulation in the numbers to make the business look attractive, on the other hand the business is not. Okay, and here is an example for you to read about the CFO of Enron. Please go through it. And this is important. This is the accounting equation. The accounting equation is the basis of the financial accounting that says that all what the business owns should be equal to all what the business owes to other, whether it owes it to the creditors or it owes it to the owner. Okay? So this is exactly what we mean by the accounting equation when I say assets equal liabilities and owners equity. By the assets, what do I mean by the assets is that the economic resources, the items of values that the business owns. Like for example, the lands, the cash, the inventory, the machines, the buildings, all of these are considered as assets. Okay, ممتلكات. Okay, and the liabilities, or in some books in Arabic they call it al-khusum. It's all what the business owes to others. انتبهوا ممكن يجي في الكويز يغير حرف واحد اختلف التعريف من own to owes. So please be careful. Okay? Yes, الأصول هي assets. Yes يا عبد الله, excellent. And الخصوم هي liabilities. It's all the obligations, all the debts the business owes to others. Okay, and the honor equity, it's the capital, it's the honor account. Okay, and it could be calculated by deducting the liabilities from the assets, and it contains all the money that the owner has contributed at the beginning or during the business time to run the business or to help the business or to rejuvenate the business and so on. And those money should not be paid back. He just paid that money to initiate the business or to refresh the business. Okay? البوينت اللي ابغاكم تفهموها that وحشرح شويه بالعربي دحين بليز عشان ابغاكم تفهموا مظبوط عشان هذا حيعتمد على اللي جاي كله. When I say assets equal liabilities and honors equity, إيش يعني exactly؟ معناه عشان أقدر أشتري more assets، عشان أقدر أشتري more أصول، عشان أقدر يكون عندي من فين أجيب الفلوس اللي تخليني أقدر أشتري more lands, more equipments, more machine. They have to or they can buy it by credit or having debts from others, which is the liabilities. أو يجيبوا الفلوس من الأونر. الأونر هو اللي يدفع الفلوس اللي بيها يقدروا يشتروا more assets. So the fund, if you find here, the funds can come even from investors who give money to the business and that makes them added to the owner equity, or the assets could come from having some debts from the business. Okay, so when they have that debt, that fund, they will be able to buy more assets. Or sometimes they can't buy out or get rid of some of the assets to get more fund to buy other assets. Clear? مفهوم ايش يعني assets equal liabilities and honor equity؟ مو بس معادلة، ابغاكم تفهموا. ليش الاسيتس equal equity plus liability؟ علشان اقدر اشتري assets، اجيب الفلوس من فين عشان اجيب asset، او قيمة الاسيتس فلوسها من فين انا جبتها؟ يا اني اخذ ديون من creditors long term debts، or من investors or من الاونرز اللي انضافت لحساب الاونر، او الربح اللي جاء للبزنس حينضاف لحساب الاونر لانه هو اللي بيربح وهو اللي بيخسر. يس، من اني اخذ قرض ويصير دين على الشركه، مو المدير يا نوال، من حساب الاونر، المالك، الانفسترز. اوكي يا نوال معايا؟ مو المدير، it's not the manager. Clear؟ طيب. Also, the double entry bookkeeping is one of the bases of the financial accounting. We say here that in the double entry bookkeeping, it's a system of recording and classifying the business transaction. That each business transaction will be recorded in a separate account to maintain the balance in the accounting equation, to maintain the balance of the equity, the assets equals the total of equity plus liabilities. My students, do you want to continue tomorrow? Because still we have a lot of slides. أنا ما أبغى بس أشطف الكلاس. Or if you want, I have explained that chapter and it's recorded on the LMS. You can find it on the LMS. I will show you now where are the recorded sessions. تبغونا نيجي بكرة ونشرح لكم، هو أنا ما عندي مشكلة. تبغوا تشوفوه من LMS recorded session, it's your choice. نكمل بكرة؟ يفضل إيش؟ بكرة. طيب خلاص أبشروا. I will show you now. Give me a second. Okay. معلش بس أنا حرام ما أبغى كذا تك 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 أخلص في 5 دقائق، ما يتخلص في 5 دقائق، حرام. ربي حيحاسبني. دقيقة بس خليني أفتح ال LMS. I share my screen with you. Give me a second, okay? طيب. Okay, let me share the screen. Let me know when you يمضي باقي الشابترات. احنا خلصنا يا بنتي. مخلصنا؟ My students مخلصنا الشابترز؟ راجعنا 1 و 2 و 4 و 5 و 6 و 7 و 9 و 10 واليوم 11 وبكرة 14. خلصت يا بنتي مراجعتي أنا. راجعت الحمد لله. يا رهف I'm sorry you missed it I'm sorry. طيب I'm gonna share the screen with you. مو كلها مسجلة، شوفي other tutors إذا كانت، بس ما أتوقع كلهم مسجلين يا بنتي، عشان كده أنا كنت برسل إيميلات وأقول أحضروا، معلش. يا ربنا. See my screen. Can you see the screen now? Thank you أحلام حبيبتي، الله يرفع قدرك. طيب now you will go to what? استنوا إيش حصل؟ yes خلينا كده. You will go to my courses and you will go to Bus110. Okay. You chapters that are included in the quiz, so please read عشان لا ترسلوا ايميل واضطر ان انا يعني سوري على كلمة اخسركم لان انا مكتوب كل شيء. Okay. How about me? Okay, تمام. So here are the information about the quiz. Please read. خذوا capture screen وحطوها background في الجوال. And as I said, you have to attend the quiz once, only once. واحدة مرة تحضروا. أول فترة حتبدأ من 10 ل 2 والثانية حتكون من 3 ل 5. Okay? And here are the included materials, chapter 7, 9, 10, 11, and 14. And here, look, recorded VC sessions. Can you see it? من 10 ل 12. Yes, هذه أول فترة والفترة الثانية من 3 ل 5. الفترة ساعتين. أنا قلت من 10 ل 2. I'm sorry. It's من 10 علشان كده أنا قلت 10. أحسن تبدوا الساعة 10 لا تيجوا في نص الفترة ولا آخرها. تمام؟ So here are the recorded sessions. You will find for Dr. Suleiman he has 2 sessions here, and Dr. Ibrahim he has 2 sessions. Miss Haifa has 2 sessions, and Miss Ala has 2 sessions, and I have 2 sessions. This one has, I think this is chapter 14. وهذه حقت مراجعة أول chapter. الثاني واحدة. ليش يا محمد؟ هذا اختبار، أدخل من 10 يا ابني. ليش تحبوا تسووا كذا؟ أنا ماني فاهمة يا بابا، الله يرضى عليك، أدخلوا الساعة 10. الله يخليكم، والله حتفتكروا كلمتي. You can، أنا ما بقول you cannot attend at 11 for the quiz، بس ليش تحكي يعني تخلي قدامك بس ساعة؟ لا قدر الله النت فصلت، لا قدر الله الكهرباء فصلت. لا، الأسئلة مختلفة. Don't think this way. لا تستنوا تشوفوا إيش جالي غيركم وحيجيكم تاني زيه. No. لا يا ابني، لا don't do that. طيب thank you for sharing this with me. أنا ما حقول لأحد إن أنتوا بتسووا كده. لا والله مو طيب، صدقوني it's not good. At least استنوا نص ساعة من الخوف. Oh my God. I can't say anything. يا ربنا. طيب خلاص أنا حأبكي، لا تقولوا كده. طيب خلاص براحتكم، بس مو الساعة 12 يا مو 11:30. أوكي 11 أوكي فاين، بس لا تدخلوا 11:30، تخلوا نفسكم على آخر نص ساعة بليز. or at least احضروا 3 من 3 ل 5. عندكم ساعتين بدل تخليها ساعة واحدة بس من 11 ل 12. طيب الحين فهمت ما يبغوا يحضروا أول فترة ليش. أوكي. So as I told you, this is the recorded session. I will ask the GCC to have a practice quiz for you. لا ما حقول يا أحد. Okay. Your secret is safe with me يا محمد. Don't worry. Here are the links of the virtual classes. Here are the office hours. And here are the take-home exam guidelines. And this is the file that I prepared for you, that I sent you last night. I updated it for the registration part, that the ones that they didn't access the Macro Health first, before. Okay? So please الله يخليكم please ادخلوا على الصفحة إلين توصلوا. أنا حوريكم أبغاكم توصلوا فين. هنا CLMS. Yes, I will show you. This is يا سمية. You click on CLMS. And then على الأحمر الماكرو هيلث كامبس. يعني ست أتكلم بحاجات يعني ما ينفع أقول أضغطوا على الأحمر. لا يا أسامة، مو من المنهج كله، من 1 لشابتر 6 جزئية الميدترم. أوكي؟ سو بعد الأحمر نضغط على الأحمر الثاني اللي هو كونكت. ما ينفع أقول يا محمد. هنا إذا وصلتوا هنا you're fine. شوفوا في شيء اسمه practice test. I'm not sure if you can attend it or not، بس أنا بيفتح لي يمكن عشان أنا tutor. بس إيش حصل؟ لا wait ما يخليكم. أوكي خلاص مو مشكلة، أنا حأخليه يفتح لكم واحد. يا شال كان في أشياء زيادة. I'm gonna ask Dr. GCC حخليه يفتح practice. I hope he agrees. إن شاء الله he should. يعني hopefully أدعو يا رب إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله you will find a new practice test ما يكون late. أوكي يا رب يا رب إن شاء الله. المشكلة أنا قروشته كتير وأزعجته كتير، بس معليش this is our job يعني nothing personal. So you will find the new quiz هنا بالموعد حقه حيكون يوم 15 April. أوكي؟ This is ما لا تقارن المادة دي بالمواد اللي أخذتها قبل يا محمد حسين. هذه أول مادة business actual business. إذا أخذت قبل كده BUS 102 أو BUS 101 yes that's what I'm talking about. هذه ما هي مواد business. ما تعتبر مواد بزنس يا ابني، هذه مواد عامة لكلية البزنس. Yes, there will be another class tomorrow. I want to finish up with chapter 14. The midterm or ما في midterm. شوية علي. طب خلاص خليني أقفل my slide وأرجع لكم. Stop sharing. Now. خليني أشوف الأسئلة أنتوا إيش بتقولوا. استنوا ليه كده كتير. Do we have a class tomorrow? Yes, then we have another class tomorrow from 12 to 2. It will be during the office hours. لأنه أصلاً أنا المفروض يكون عندي office hours حخلي لكم هي مراجعة. Okay? حيكون tomorrow from 12 to 2. Tomorrow from 12 to 2. مو من 10 ل 12. Okay? في دراسة في الصيف المفروض إيوة. What time? It will be يا محمد يا حسن صديقي from 12 to 2. الكلاس from 12 to 2. الأسئلة مقالي ولا اختياري. It will be essay questions for the take-home exam and multiple choice questions in the quiz. يا عبد الله. What else? إيش يعني برابط الأوفيس؟ رحب حبيبتي اكتبي جمل عشان أفهم. إيش يعني؟ طيب if you don't have further questions رابط المحاضرة. لا هو نفسه اللي انتوا دخلتوا use the same link that you used today. اوكي؟ يس على محاضرة بكرة هو نفسه. هم يحطوا لكل توتر لينك مو للأوفيس hours لينك وللكلاسز لينك. اوكي؟ فuse my link at the time that I'm telling you at 12 to 2. اوكي هني؟ محمد لا كنت أدرس B 203 A و B بس B 207 لا. I don't teach it. ما أبغى أدرس صيف يا ابني. I need a break. أنا أدرس B123 but I don't teach. I'm not gonna teach in summer. I'm sorry. وأحسن لكم ربي يرحمكم مني أنا شريرة. Ask my students. طيب لا يا رهف أنا من جدة بس I teach in دمام. I'm in دمام now. الله يعافيك يا محمد. الله يسعدك ويجبر خاطرك أسامة. No, big time. Ask my students. Okay. This is unprofessional. طيب okay, thank you. ما أبغى سيفي. Thank you. لا تقولوا لهم الله يخليكم. لا تقولوا للدكتور. Oh my God. الله يسعدك يا نوال. This is one of my students. بس أنت لسه طيب. Okay, thank you يا نوال. الله يسعدك يا محمود. thank you رهف. thank you رهف. no محمد. Allah يسعدكم. Allah يسعدكم. I'm honored to be teaching you. Either if you're not my students, I'm glad that I got the chance to teach you all. Okay? I'm very lucky. يا حياتي يا عهود. يا I know you عهود حبيبي. يسعدك ربي قلبي. طيب خلاص I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? We need you. Thank you شهد. والله you make me cry. You make me emotional. I shouldn't. This is unprofessional. Okay, thank you. This is really nice of you. So I'll see you tomorrow. مو إن شاء الله الكل listen to me everyone. This semester whoever your tutor is, trust me, mark my words, الكل حياخد أحسن درجات حصلت في الحياة. ما عمره أحد حياخد درجات زي ما السمستر ده كلكم حتاخدوا. So just breathe, relax, and إن شاء الله ما هم يقولوا what you fear the most, it will be the best for you. So إن شاء الله it will be the best semester that you gain grades in. Okay? الله يسعدك يا محمد حسين. Thank you dear. Hopefully yes إن شاء الله إذا جبت 40 و40 و20 جبت 100. صح؟ إن شاء الله you can. إن شاء الله. It's at your reach. So can I leave now? الله يسعدك يا سوسو حبيبتي. الله يسعدك. اليوم كانت تمطر في الدمام فشوف ربنا استجاب دعوتك من قبل ما تقول. يس ميادة حبيبتي. قولي ميمي. يلا أمي بسرعة. يو تو يا رورو. يو تو يا بنتي. إن شاء الله جيتكم. السحابة جيتكم. كيف تعرف درجات البرزنتيشن؟ You can ask your tutor. أدعي الجدة يا محمد. اوكي طيب مع السلامة. استودعتكم الرحمن and سامحوني. I'll see you tomorrow from 12 to 2 إن شاء الله. Okay? يلا استودعتكم الرحمن. I'm gonna end this meeting. Thank you and have a great day. Stay safe. لا تخرجوا من بيوتكم. يلا استودعتكم الرحمن. مع السلامة. باي باي.